is Jason, and this is a day in my life as a management consultant. Enjoy. At 9 a.m., I'm in the office for breakfast. Usually I eat at home, but today is a Friday, and on Friday we have special discounts on food. My schedules are usually quite busy, and this is a rare Friday that is actually quite chill. People usually work from home on Friday, so the office is quite empty. The first thing you always do after you arrive in the office is to grab a desk. We have a hot desk policy, which means we do not have a set seat in the office, but rather we sit wherever we want every single day. I usually sit near my project team, so it is easier to communicate. Today, not a lot of us are in the office, but I still prefer sitting near where we usually sit because that's where our other colleagues sit and I can chat with them here and there. Before going into any meetings, I usually just spend 5 minutes or so cleaning up my email inbox and answering any messages I have from yesterday. I'm currently on a strategic project that looks into the impact of generative AI on different sectors that we serve in. If you don't know, Gen AI is artificial intelligence capable of generating text, images, or other media in response to prompts. The most famous one is probably ChatGPT, which I'm sure you've already heard.
I actually have 2 meetings this morning. One at 9:30, one at 10:30. It's going to be more than usual. Usually we don't have that many meetings. Usually we only have like one start of day meeting. But then this project is a bit more complex in terms of the subject matter, and also because we're working with another team, so we're like collaborating, which means that we're going to have a meeting with the other team's lead at 10:30 just to sort of get up to speed about what's happening, what progress they've made, and how we can make sure there's a seamless transition between.
It's 11 a.m. I'm finally done with meetings and can actually focus on working. So I'm currently researching about different use cases of generative AI. We are also trying to quantify the impact of generative AI tools, but a lot of the times this is actually quite hard because these tools are so new, meaning that there aren't a lot of numbers yet on the website for you to look through, which means that a lot of the times we have to use a lot of our assumptions and creativity to work through a way to present and quantify the impact. This is actually a super cool project. Gen AI is such a new field and most organizations still haven't figured out how to utilize it to its full potential yet. And working on this project, I'm forced to look at Gen AI not as an end user, but as an investor who are looking to invest or divest in certain industries. I'm also trying to understand Gen AI in the perspective of a business, specifically in the tech sector in this context, and deep dive into where it is most powerful and where it is less powerful.
Hello. Yep. Honey.
This 11:30 a.m. I jumped on a quick 5-minute call with my colleague in my work stream to just discuss the direction and to check up on what we've done this morning. The research is on a good level now, so I'm moving on to making some slides now. So if you don't know, management consultants spends a lot of the time making slides, making them look pretty, making them look presentable. Whilst this is a bit of a running joke or a running meme within the industry, I personally think that making pretty slides is actually a really underrated skill, because making pretty slides, knowing how to craft a story through your slides, is essentially a subset of storytelling, which I think is one of the most important skills to persuade other people and to really communicate your point forward. This project does not really have as tight of a timeline as the previous project I've done, so I have a bit more time and ownership over portions of the work. I have more time to make slides from scratch and have a go at writing different banners, plotting graphs, and writing commentary on the graphs. At 12, we go for lunch. It's Friday, and as I mentioned, we have special food discounts on Friday. Our firm collabs with different restaurants every single week and let them set up stalls in our canteen. This week, we have steaks and sushi in the office, and I managed to get 20 pieces of sushi just for like $5. After a quick lunch break, I'm back onto my desk. The project is relatively chill, but there's still a decent amount on my plate, so I want to make sure I finish it in good time. I continue making some slides and at the same time making changes after my colleague reviewed my work. If you still don't really know what I do, I actually made a video recently about what a management consultant actually does, so maybe you can check that out after this. After around 2 hours of work, I give myself a quick coffee break. There is a small cafe in the office which is actually quite nice, again utilizing the Friday special discount. I like having short coffee breaks in the afternoon as a short recharge. I think it makes me more productive and focused on my work. I usually like to do my coffee break with a colleague I haven't spoken to in a while, or a new colleague whom I've been wanting to meet. But today there's not a lot of people in the office, so I just decided to get my coffee and get back to work. At 4 a.m, I wrap up my work for the day. Our firm has a summer working hours policy, which means every Friday in summer you can leave as early as 2 p.m. But in reality, that is mostly when you are not on any projects. If you are on a busy one, it's still likely that you stay until 5 or 6. My current project is quite chill, so I actually get to leave at 4 today. Every Friday we have office drinks, so I've decided to head over to the pub where our colleagues are having some drinks.
I just got home from work drinks, but I realized I forgot to film any of the work drinks I've had. Let's just pretend you just saw like 10 seconds of footage of me drinking, having fun on a Friday evening, because or else it'll be quite depressing.